Tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Oh, shit.
They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Play action. Now Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
He said it ain't
That'll give them 8
over.
that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one. Anything in particular you've seen from them on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also, when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken. Around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action, it's Wilson. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The drive will start with an option going left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at it for...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings
He wasn't even right there, bro. Come on.
He did an okay job of absorbing the
Stop
hit.
it. No, he wasn't even right there for real.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They're going to look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Let's go now.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
60
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion left comes Brown.
Trap 50, trap 50. Come 19, come 19. Panther 11, Panther 11, Dragon 60.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Washington. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
70, check, 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 check. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He's got
You're just trash, man.
So they go for 2.
I'm trying to tell you.
And along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead.
Share your screen.
Setting out to kick this
Oh
away,
wait, this
and
franchise?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Here's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they're going to be
That's
set
you.
now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Nathaniel Hackett told his offense to stay put. They're going for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off, and then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
What makes you think he's not gonna kick a field goal? What the fuck?
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Hustle, hustle.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Trash. Damn.
So now 2nd and 10 after the
I'm not even
incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Got a man open. It's Sutton.
Damn.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Play action. Now Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Cut 19, cut 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's caught inside the 30.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 19 tight, 19 tight. Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll throw now on the final play. And oh, it'll be intercepted. He's got daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this 1st half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles.
Alright, well, that makes it even fucking better.
For the third quarter.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
19 yards there on the catch and run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing
the only reason why I highballed it because
too many of their drives
I don't even know.
ended in turnovers
That shit was
already.
just so ass.
Still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Hey, bro, y'all double teaming him too.
When you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 6. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's 2nd and 8. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game.
Like,
this
bro.
contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncosans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy
And a
thing for
running
us
back
to
as
say
well.
is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they
I'm getting bust right now.
After the loss. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Hell yeah.
The speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
At least I won my 2 games, so.
Williams going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Wilson.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Alright, gang. I'm finna get off in a minute, too. Damn, driving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it.
Like Madden, that's not a flag, though.
This one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Like, that's not a flag, though, at all. At all. That's not a flag.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18, pioneer.
Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Gibson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
And now the Washington offense going to stay
Tell me
out
to throw
there
it
and
to
go for
Jahan.
2.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yes, okay.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else, here's CD a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll get this one to Patrick. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer.
So he step up. That's I like that. When he step up, he steps up and throw that bitch.
If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And that is caught.
2 niggas on him. I don't know. Like what? It's 2 niggas on him. Like literally, it's 2 niggas on him.
Touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
That's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
7 Pirates, 7
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Oh, he left him?
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one. And that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Come 19. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back and blanket the field as best they can.
Hey, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
so
I
much of
feel
his
like he
game is
almost
focus
missed
and
that.
concentration. And whenever I see
Yeah, he
guys
almost
running
just
the in
fucked up
route,
that pass.
I know that in the back of
I
their
don't know if
mind,
y'all
they're
seen it, but
always
I seen
wondering
it.
who's lurking
Fake.
inside that
Damn,
might
that
put a
just
big
almost
hit on them as
fucked
they
up
try and
that
catch the
pass.
ball.
Okay,
Now they
ready?
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
19 tight. 19 tight. On the ball. On the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says...
Six.